As we get older, many of us begin to notice little changes in our memory, forgetting where we left our keys, searching for the right word, or struggling to remember a familiar name. These moments can be frustrating and sometimes even a little scary. But here's the good news. Memory loss is not an inevitable part of aging. Science shows that our brains can stay sharp and alert well into our 70s, 80s, and beyond if we give them the right care. And the best part? You don't need expensive treatments or complicated programs. The most powerful tools are often natural, simple, and right at your fingertips. In today's video, we're going to explore 10 natural science-backed ways to protect your memory, strengthen your mind, and lower your risk of dementia. Whether you're in your golden years or just planning ahead, these habits can help you stay independent, confident, and full of life. So grab a warm cup of tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's begin this journey toward a healthier, sharper mind, because your best years are far from over. Number 1, stay mentally active. As we age, our brain, just like our body, needs regular exercise to stay healthy. Many people think that mental decline is an unavoidable part of getting older, but that's not entirely true. While it's normal for the brain to slow down a little, you can significantly protect your memory and thinking skills by keeping your mind active every single day. Think of your brain like a garden. If you plant new seeds, water them, and remove weeds, the garden will stay beautiful and full of life. If you neglect it, it starts to fade. The same goes for your mental abilities. Nourish them, and they'll keep growing. One of the best ways to keep your mind sharp is by learning something new. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to go back to college or take long courses. It could be as simple as trying a new recipe, learning a few words in a new language, or picking up a hobby you've always been curious about, like painting, knitting, or woodworking. Activities that challenge your brain create new connections between brain cells, which can help delay the onset of dementia. Games and puzzles are also fantastic tools for brain health. Crosswords, Sudoku, chess, and even certain video games designed for seniors can improve problem-solving skills, focus, and memory. Reading books, listening to educational podcasts, or attending local library talks can also give your brain the stimulation it needs. Many community centers in the U.S. offer free or low-cost classes for seniors, everything from computer skills to creative writing. It's also important to remember that staying mentally active is not about perfection, it's about consistency. Doing something small for your brain every day is far more effective than doing something challenging once in a while. The key is to enjoy the process. When you have fun while learning or solving problems, your brain releases chemicals that boost motivation and improve memory retention. So whether it's tackling a jigsaw puzzle in the morning, joining a local book club, or teaching your grandchildren how to play a board game, remember this: the more you engage your mind, the more you're protecting it. Your brain has an incredible ability to adapt and grow, even in your golden years. You just have to give it the chance. Number 2, get regular exercise. Many people think exercise is only about keeping your body fit, but here's the truth. It's just as important for your brain. Every time you move your body, you increase blood flow, which carries oxygen and nutrients straight to your brain cells. This helps them function better, repair themselves, and even grow new connections. In fact, research has shown that regular physical activity can cut the risk of dementia almost in half. That's powerful. The good news is, you don't have to run marathons or spend hours at the gym. Gentle, consistent movement is what makes the real difference. A 30-minute walk in your neighborhood, dancing to your favorite music in the living room, doing light gardening, or practicing yoga can all have incredible benefits. The key is to choose something you enjoy, so it doesn't feel like a chore. When exercise is pleasant, you're far more likely to stick with it. In the US, many communities offer senior-friendly fitness classes, water aerobics, chair yoga, tai chi, or group walking clubs. These not only keep your body moving, but also give you the added bonus of social interaction, which is another brain booster. Even simple things like taking the stairs instead of the elevator or stretching while watching TV can add up over time. Another important point, exercise doesn't just keep your body strong, it also helps release feel-good chemicals in your brain, like endorphins and dopamine. These reduce stress, improve your mood, and sharpen your focus. You might notice that after a nice walk or a bit of stretching, your mind feels clearer and lighter. That's your brain thanking you. So, start small. Put on a pair of comfortable shoes, step outside, and let your body move. Each step you take isn't just keeping your heart healthy, it's also protecting your memory, your focus, and your independence. Think of it as a daily investment, not just in your physical health, but in your mental future. Number 3, eat brain-friendly foods. There's an old saying, you are what you eat. When it comes to brain health, this couldn't be more true. The food you put on your plate every day doesn't just feed your body, it feeds your brain too. And just like a high-quality car runs best on premium fuel, your brain works best when you give it the right nutrients. One of the most researched and recommended eating patterns for protecting brain health is the Mediterranean diet. This isn't about strict rules or complicated recipes. It's about choosing fresh, whole foods that your brain loves. That means plenty of leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, colorful berries packed with antioxidants, nuts and seeds for healthy fats, and whole grains for steady energy. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines are especially powerful for the brain because they're rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats help build and repair brain cells, improve communication between them, and even reduce inflammation, a process that can damage memory over time. If you're not a fan of fish, you can also get omega-3s from plant sources like walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Don't forget about spices and herbs. Turmeric, for example, contains curcumin, a compound shown to help protect the brain from age-related decline. Rosemary, cinnamon, and sage also have memory-supporting benefits. And for many seniors, a morning cup of coffee or tea isn't just a comfort. It can actually be brain-friendly in moderation, thanks to its antioxidants and natural stimulation. On the other hand, it's equally important to limit foods that can harm your brain over time. Processed snacks, sugary drinks, and foods high in unhealthy fats can contribute to inflammation and even speed up cognitive decline. Think of it this way. Every healthy food choice you make is like giving your brain a shield, while every unhealthy one takes a bit of that shield away. Eating well for your brain doesn't have to be expensive or time-consuming. You can start small, swap white bread for whole grain, add a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, or drizzle olive oil instead of butter on your vegetables. Over time, these little changes add up, giving your brain the nourishment it needs to stay sharp and resilient well into your golden years. Number 4, prioritize quality sleep. Many people underestimate just how important sleep is for brain health. It's not just about resting your eyes, and when you sleep, your brain goes to work. During deep sleep, your brain clears out toxins, repairs cells, and organizes memories from the day. It's like housekeeping for your mind. Without enough quality sleep, this cleaning process doesn't happen as it should, and over time, that can lead to forgetfulness, mood changes, and even a higher risk of dementia. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep each night, but as we get older, sleep can become more challenging. Some seniors find themselves waking up in the middle of the night or feeling tired during the day. While occasional restless nights are normal, poor sleep over a long period can affect both your memory and overall health. Creating a consistent bedtime routine can make a big difference. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. A peaceful environment tells your brain it's time to rest. Avoid bright screens like TVs, phones, or tablets for at least an hour before bed. since the blue light they emit can trick your brain into staying alert. It's also wise to watch your caffeine and sugar intake later in the day. While a cup of coffee in the morning can be refreshing, drinking it in the afternoon or evening may keep you awake when you want to sleep. If you enjoy an evening drink, consider herbal tea like chamomile or peppermint instead. If you still struggle with sleep, gentle relaxation practices such as light stretching, prayer, meditation, or listening to calming music can help prepare your mind and body for rest. And if insomnia becomes a constant problem, it's always a good idea to talk with your doctor to rule out sleep disorders or other underlying conditions. Remember, getting enough good quality sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for your brain. Each night you give your mind the rest it needs, you're helping it stay sharp, alert, and ready for the day ahead. Number 5, manage stress. Stress is a normal part of life, but when it becomes constant, it can quietly harm your brain. Long-term stress releases chemicals like cortisol, which in high amounts can damage the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning, the hippocampus. Over time, this can make it harder to remember details, stay focused, or even think clearly. For older adults, chronic stress can also increase the risk of dementia. The good news is, stress can be managed, and often small changes make the biggest difference. Start by identifying your stress triggers. For some, it might be watching too much negative news, while for others, it could be financial worries, health issues, or family conflicts. Once you know what triggers your stress, you can take steps to limit it or handle it differently. Relaxation isn't just about doing nothing. It's about doing something that calms your mind and body. Gentle breathing exercises, for example, can be done anywhere. Just sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take slow, deep breaths. Feel your shoulders drop and your body release tension. Even a few minutes can lower your heart rate and help you feel centered. Many seniors also find comfort and peace through prayer, meditation, or mindfulness. These practices encourage you to focus on the present moment instead of worrying about the past or the future. Listening to calming music, enjoying nature, or practicing hobbies like painting, gardening, or knitting can also give your mind a break from stress. And don't forget about laughter. Spending time with people who make you smile, watching a lighthearted movie, or even laughing at yourself can instantly reduce tension. Laughter releases endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals, and helps your brain relax. The key is to make stress management a daily habit, not something you only do when life feels overwhelming. By keeping stress in check, you're protecting your brain, supporting your memory, and creating more space for joy in your golden years. Number 6, stay socially connected. Human beings are social by nature, and our brains are wired to connect with others. Staying socially active isn't just good for the heart, it's powerful medicine for the mind. When you interact with people, your brain has to listen, process, and respond, which keeps it engaged and flexible. In fact, studies have shown that seniors who maintain strong social connections have a much lower risk of memory loss and dementia. But social connection is about more than just preventing illness. It's about joy. Sharing a laugh with a friend, telling stories from your past, or simply feeling understood can lift your mood and give you a sense of purpose. And when you have a reason to get up in the morning, your brain notices. It stays sharper, more alert, and more engaged. Staying connected can take many forms. It could be as simple as calling a loved one, meeting a neighbor for coffee, joining a local book club, or participating in church or community activities. Many towns and cities across the U.S. have senior centers that offer group classes, day trips, or social events. Perfect opportunities to meet new people while keeping your mind active. If mobility or transportation is a challenge, technology can be a great bridge. Video calls, online discussion groups, and even social media used in moderation, can help you maintain contact with friends and family across the country. The key is to keep those bonds alive, whether in person or virtually. Remember, isolation can be as harmful to the brain as poor diet or lack of exercise. When we withdraw from others, our brain doesn't get the same level of stimulation, and over time, this can impact memory and thinking skills. So make connection a priority. Pick up the phone, join a group, or invite someone to share a meal. Every conversation, every shared smile is a workout for your brain and a gift for your heart. Number 7, limit alcohol and avoid smoking. Your brain is a delicate organ, and what you put into your body has a direct effect on how well it functions. Alcohol and smoking are two habits that can quietly harm brain health over time. While an occasional drink may not be harmful for most adults, regular or heavy drinking can damage brain cells, shrink certain areas of the brain, and interfere with memory and concentration. Alcohol affects the brain in more ways than people realize. Even small amounts can temporarily slow your thinking and reaction time. Over years of consistent drinking, it can lead to permanent changes, especially in memory and problem-solving skills. That's why doctors often recommend that older adults limit alcohol to 1 drink a day or less, and some may choose to avoid it entirely. Smoking, on the other hand, is harmful from the very first puff. It narrows blood vessels, reducing blood flow and oxygen to the brain. Without enough oxygen, brain cells struggle to work and repair themselves. Smoking also increases the risk of stroke, which can cause sudden and irreversible brain damage. The good news? Quitting smoking at any age improves brain health and circulation, even if you've been smoking for decades. For many people, letting go of these habits can feel challenging, especially if they've been part of daily life for years. But there are plenty of tools and resources in the U.S. to help, from support groups and counseling to nicotine replacement therapies and alcohol recovery programs. And it's important to remember, it's not just about removing something harmful, it's about making space for better health and a clearer mind. If you've already taken steps to quit smoking or reduce alcohol, celebrate that progress. If you're still working toward it, be patient with yourself. Every cigarette you skip and every drink you pass up is a gift to your brain, helping it stay sharp, strong, and ready for the years ahead. Number 8, keep your heart healthy. There's a simple truth that doctors often say, what's good for your heart is good for your brain. That's because your brain depends on a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood delivered by a healthy heart and strong blood vessels. If your heart is struggling, your brain may not get the nutrients it needs. And over time, that can lead to memory loss, confusion, or even dementia. Heart health plays a bigger role in brain function than many people realize. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and heart disease can all reduce blood flow to the brain, damaging brain cells little by little. The scary part? You might not feel any symptoms until the damage is already done. That's why prevention is so important, especially as we age. Taking care of your heart doesn't have to be complicated. Start with the basics. Eat a balanced diet low in processed foods and high in fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. Include foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for both your heart and brain. Stay active with gentle exercises like walking, swimming, or Tai Chi. Activities that get your heart pumping without overstraining your body. Regular checkups are also essential. In the U.S., Medicare covers an annual wellness visit, which is a great opportunity to check your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. Catching problems early means you can manage them before they harm your brain. Don't forget the small daily habits that add up. Drinking enough water, managing stress, getting enough sleep, and avoiding smoking or excessive alcohol all play a role in keeping your heart, and therefore your brain, healthy. Think of your heart as your brain's partner. When you take care of one, you protect the other. A strong heart keeps your brain sharp, your memory clear, and your golden years truly golden. Number 9, take natural brain supplements. In recent years, there's been a lot of talk about natural supplements that claim to improve memory and protect the brain from decline. Some of these can be helpful, but it's important to remember that no pill can replace a healthy lifestyle. Supplements should be seen as an extra boost, not a magic solution. Certain natural ingredients have shown promise in supporting brain health. Ginkgo biloba, for example, is believed to improve blood flow to the brain and may help with memory in some people. Turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that can protect brain cells from damage. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish oil capsules, can also help maintain healthy brain function, especially for those who don't eat enough fish. However, supplements aren't without risks. Some can interact with prescription medications, reduce their effectiveness, or cause side effects. For example, ginkgo biloba may thin the blood, which could be dangerous for someone taking blood thinners. Even herbal supplements can be harmful if taken in the wrong amounts or without proper guidance. That's why it's crucial to talk to your doctor or pharmacist before starting any supplement, especially if you already take medication for blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, or other conditions. In the US, supplements are not as strictly regulated as prescription drugs, so choosing high-quality brands from trusted sources is also important. Look for products that have been tested by independent organizations for purity and safety. If used wisely, natural supplements can be a helpful addition to your brain health routine. But remember, the foundation will always be healthy food, regular exercise, quality sleep, stress management, and social engagement. Supplements are just the cherry on top of a strong, healthy lifestyle. Number 10, practice gratitude and positive thinking. Your mindset is more powerful than you may realize. The way you see yourself and the world around you can shape not only your mood, but also your brain health. Research has shown that people who maintain a positive outlook on aging tend to have better memory, more resilience, and even longer lives. It's not about ignoring life's challenges. It's about choosing to focus on what's still good and meaningful. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most effective tools for building a healthy mind. When you take time to notice and appreciate the good things in your life, big or small, your brain releases chemicals that improve mood, reduce stress, and strengthen emotional resilience. This isn't just feel-good talk, it's backed by neuroscience. Practicing gratitude can be as easy as keeping a small journal and writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. It could be the sound of birds in the morning, a warm cup of coffee, a phone call from a friend, or simply the fact that you woke up today. Over time, this simple habit trains your brain to look for the positive, which can help protect against depression and anxiety, both of which can harm memory. Positive thinking also means being kind to yourself. Many older adults are harder on themselves than they realize, often focusing on what they can't do anymore instead of what they still can. Shifting your focus to your strengths and achievements can boost confidence and keep your brain engaged in life. Surround yourself with uplifting people, read inspiring stories, and avoid too much exposure to negativity, whether that's certain TV programs, online arguments, or constant bad news. Remember, your brain listens to the thoughts you feed it. By practicing gratitude and maintaining a hopeful outlook, you create a mental environment where your memory and thinking skills can thrive. Even on hard days, choosing to focus on one good thing can keep your mind and your heart strong. If this video has given you hope or new ideas, remember, change starts with just one small step. You don't need to do all 10 things at once. Pick one that feels easiest for you and start today. Your brain will thank you for it. And please share this video with a friend, neighbor, or family member. You never know whose life might be brighter because you took a moment to pass along something helpful. A sharp mind isn't just about remembering the past. It's about creating new memories for the future. And the future, my friend, is still yours to shape.